All right. So we're a couple minutes early for this. So we're in Hacienda Heights, California tonight. I'm Bryce Narvaez, current student at Arizona State University. And we've got a Thursday night game for you on hand. It's between the Burroughs Bears and the Los Altos Conquerors. It's all Metallica all the time over the speakers right now. It's actually a nice little stadium nestled in the hills of Hacienda Heights. Both teams are going through their pregame warm-ups. And in the meantime, I can tell you about both of these teams tonight. We'll start with Burroughs, is taking a look at the offense running some plays here in their warm-up. Burroughs is an interesting story. I say that because they've gone through a couple of coaches in the past couple of years, but their current head coach is Jose Calzadilla, and he's served as a longtime assistant at Burroughs, and now it's his shot to lead the Bears. According to the Valley Sports Telegram, if you don't follow them, I highly suggest you do. They have a specific article looking at the Pacific League teams and the 8 teams in the Pacific League, including Burroughs. Burroughs is in a situation where they're 0-2 right now, but trying to keep an upward trend going. They got shut out a couple weeks ago to open up their year against Hart High School, and Hart's usually a pretty good program. And then last week they had their home opener in which they lost to Santa Monica. It was 35-9, so it's an improvement from getting shut out. And if you look at Burroughs' roster from last year and see what's going on this year, you'll be like, wait a second, are these 2 different teams? No, you're not looking at 2 different teams. It's still the same Burroughs Bears. There's just a lot of newcomers and a lot of faces that you didn't see last year. And going in more in depth about the Bears, they were 6-4 overall last year. They actually started 5-1 overall. It was an immaculate start for this program, and then they just cooled off at the end of the season. It was unfortunate when they got into the big games of league play. A devastating loss to the Muir Mustangs, who we will see tomorrow in our Deja Vu game. I will get that all sorted out before kickoff of that game. Same time tomorrow, we'll be in La Cañada Flint Ridge of what will be a hectic 3 to 4 hours of football. Because if you're unfamiliar with the lay of the land over there in La Cañada, where we're going to be tomorrow, St. Francis, which is a private Christian school, they're nestled on a hill right next to La Cañada High School. And La Cañada is also playing tomorrow night. They're playing against another Pacific League team. They're playing against the Crescenta Valley Falcons, who are 2-0 to start the year. So it's a good start for Crescenta Valley. But on top of that, you also get Friday night Big Ten football as the UCLA Bruins take on the New Mexico Lobos. So you're going to have a lot of people. You're going to have a lot of humanity over in Altadena, Pasadena, La Cañada, Flint Ridge with those 3 games going on. You'll have 4 schools competing in high school levels, and you'll have 2 schools competing in the college level. And unfortunately for UCLA, they're 0-2 to start. It's a really interesting start of the season for UCLA. And of course, you're playing in the highly competitive Big Ten, which is dominated by the likes of Ohio State and Michigan, because Michigan can beat Ohio State. But you have a lot of other teams in the Big Ten that are scrapping it out, and It's going to be interesting. UCLA needs to get on the right foot. Actually, they have 2 alum from John Muir High School, and Cole Cogshell and Jameer Johnson listed on their roster. Jameer Johnson's a senior. He transferred from Indiana, but before that, he initially committed to the University of Texas. He has not played this season, and that's all you need to know for now, because the Mustangs aren't playing tonight, they play tomorrow. Getting back on track, Burroughs finished last season 6-4 overall. They got off to that really hot 5-1 start and then kind of fizzled out at the end, 2-3 when it mattered the most. They actually lost out in the playoff bid to Crescenta Valley on a coin flip. So Burroughs is looking to flip the script and turn things around. And again, it's all Metallica all the time right now over the speakers. They're actually high quality speakers. So that shows you how much they take care of the fields here at Los Altos High School and nestled in Hacienda Heights. There's actually a girls, I think it was girls flag football earlier. They still have the score from that game on the board, and I believe it was Burroughs and Los Altos again. And according to the scoreboard, Burroughs won that 44-20. And again, I think it's the first year of girls varsity flag football, which is amazing. And credit to everyone who's playing flag football. And yeah, in other sports, Burroughs is no slouch, but for some reason, the football program is just kind of struggling right now, trying to get the machine geared up and into a rhythm. So Burroughs is operating an interesting 2-quarterback system. I don't have any stats, or at least there are no stats on Max Preps to tell you who the guaranteed QB1 is. But I'm going to presume that one quarterback started the first game against Hart, and then the other quarterback started the game against Santa Monica. And the coaching staff for the Bears has an interesting decision to make, because both of these quarterbacks are juniors. So the first quarterback to look at is number 12, Brandon Chaparro. And the second quarterback is Sean Gauman, 12-13 in white tonight, as Burroughs is wearing their road white. Both of these programs have one-color helmets, or one choice of helmet color, and for Los Altos that's blue, for Burroughs that's red. And that's pretty much all I can tell you for right now. It's also blackout night in Hacienda Heights here at Los Altos High School. I just saw that on their football social media page. I figured to let you know about that. So the home side will be, for the most part, wearing black. The running back we were seeing for the Bears taking the snaps was number 19, that's Sho Fujita. He's also a junior. So a lot of these players on the Bears are actually juniors. They have a nice mix of juniors and sophomores listed on the roster, so that's good news for Burroughs. If, of course, all these guys can stay on this side of Burbank, because it looks like their rival in Burbank High School is pretty legitimate this year. They would be 3-0, but because they played an ineligible player in their first game against San Dimas, that was counted as a forfeit. They self-forfeit that game, despite winning 56-28. So that's the only loss that the rivals of Burroughs have right now. They took down Westwood High School of Arizona, and they also took out Galena of Reno, Nevada. They will be, I think they're playing tomorrow too. I might be wrong. Looking ahead in the schedule for Burroughs, they play next week Friday against Pasadena High School. It'll be a home game for the Bears. And then 2 weeks' time on the 25th, they are on the road at Arcadia High School to play the Apaches. And to start October 3rd, they will be playing against the Glendale Nitros. I think that's a Thursday game. It might... No, it's a Friday game. Okay, so I'll tell you about the weird thing that I saw as we get to Los Altos. So Los Altos, they are 2-0 currently. They had a very spiritual win over West Covina 2 weeks ago, so they're coming off a bye week. But it was a defensive grind between the Conquerors of Los Altos and West Covina. The Los Altos defense is definitely a positive spot for them this year. I say they're usually decent. They actually finished 4-6 last year, missing the playoffs, finishing 5th in the Hacienda League, 1-4 record. I might have mistook them for Los Alamitos because both schools are like the same colors, but both programs are usually decent, and it looks like this year is an uptrend for Los Altos.
Well, thank goodness we didn't have to go to Los Alamitos, because that's all the way down in Orange.
That's down in like Torrance. Looking ahead for the Conquerors of Los Altos, they play next week on Thursday, right here in this beautiful venue against Gar High School. And then they're on the road at California High School. Is that San Bernardino or like
Which one?
California High?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I want to say they're like San Bernardino area or something like that.
Yeah, well, I'm looking that up, I'm not sure.
Well, since we have time anyway, I will tell you about that. Got a bit of a wind trying to take the rosters from me. Okay. Whittier. California High School is in Whittier. And they are the Condors, kind of ironically, paying tribute to one of the protected birds here in the state of California, the California condor, which is a very big bird if you're not familiar with that bird. It was actually an endangered species for a while, and their population has been on an upward trend as of late. So that's good. They don't usually come out to this area. We've kind of seen them over the San Gabriel Valley like once or twice, but that's it, because they kind of live in sort of that, in the mountains more, not necessarily down in the foothills, but occasionally they come down to the foothills in search of prey. But anyway, the next game for Los Altos, this would be the third game in their next three, is an interesting one because it's a Saturday game, and it's their league opener against South Hills. It's a 1 p.m. game on a Saturday. So you're playing on college football Saturday for your league opener if you're Los Altos. That's really interesting. That's interesting scheduling. So out-of-town scores, not really much to talk about because this is one of the only Thursday games. And everybody else who's playing is playing tomorrow. So that includes all the teams in the Pacific League who are playing. So I don't have your Pacific League score card for this week. I'll tell you more about it tomorrow at the Muir St. Francis Deja Vu game. But looking at the Hacienda League, everyone in the Hacienda League who's playing this week is at home. And that is Diamond Bar, Chino, South Hills, and Walnut. Diamond Bar hosts Grand Terrace. Chino hosts Sure High School, who's actually pretty good. And then South Hills hosts West Covina. Walnut hosts Roland High School. All those games are tomorrow. Got a bunch of ants in the area. And I mean the critter. I'm kind of seeing them like crawling around here. I'm not sure where they're coming from, but I've at least had 2 in my vicinity. It seems like we're okay for now, but it's kind of a bit of annoying, especially during the heat wave, because the ants were actually getting into, or they tend to get into cooler areas, so if you're not careful, they would show up in your house and you'd end up with ants in your bathroom. But luckily, we've had cooler days, and that's a huge positive, and makes it a great night for football. We're about 13 minutes outside of the kickoff. So taking a look at last year's game because these 2 teams played against each other last year, it was in Burbank, California at Burroughs. Burroughs won that game 21-16, so that's kind of the trend that you might expect out of tonight's game. Again, Burroughs is dealing with pretty much a different squad than what they had last year. They lost a lot of seniors. A lot of their star players last year were seniors at Burroughs, and of course, they're dealing with a new coach who's actually served as an assistant coach for a pretty long while in Burroughs football. Jose Calzadilla is the head coach at Burroughs, and once again, he rose up the ranks, and it's his turn to command or lead the team after serving as his assistant. So he's kind of like Kenny Dillingham at Arizona State, where I go. I do have stats for you from Los Altos last year that may be of relevance tonight. So the quarterback for Los Altos is number 12, Diego Castillo. He's a senior this year. He went 23 for 41 in last year's game, 221 yards for 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, a long of 36 yards, that's passing, and then he also rushed for 53 yards. We have the Los Altos marching band coming into the stadium now. They were warming up on the way in, and they actually have a lot of color guard members. No, a fair mix. They're just kind of scattered about the band. So everyone's filling in. At the moment, we're just under 11 minutes to kick off on this audio broadcast of our game tonight between Burroughs and Los Altos. That's going to bring us to the keys of the game tonight. Starting with Burroughs, you want to get the offense going. Any sort of jitters that you had in the first 2 games, throw that out of the window. Come in with a positive mindset. You're going to hopefully get some good opportunities at the end zone tonight. Timely decisions, especially against Los Altos, who has a pretty strong defense, at least from last game for them against West Covina. And I'm going to end up mentioning this for both teams. It's pretty much a guarantee for anyone playing. You want to be solid on special teams, whether you're punting, you're kicking a field goal, PATs, kickoffs. You want to make sure your special teams game is there. We've seen a couple of special teams bobbles in the past. So yes, special teams is a factor for both teams. For Los Altos, big plays to build your confidence. This team seems to be hot when they get hot. So when they get on a hot streak, they're going to be pretty formidable down the field. Defense, strong suit for Los Altos. They battled it out against West Covina 2 weeks ago and expect a lot from the Conquerors defense tonight. So we're going to be getting close to the national anthem. I'm going to step aside while we get that out of the way, and most likely a moment of silence to honor those who tragically lost their lives 24 years ago on September 11th in New York City. So we're going to go to break. When we come back, we'll be closer to football. It's Burroughs and Los Altos here on YouTube. All right, we are back and we are closer to kickoff. 3.5 minutes. We're gonna have the captains meet the officials for tonight's game at the center of the field. Looks like the captains for Los Altos are ready to go. I'll tell you about them. Oh, and we are gonna have a moment of silence for the victims who passed away sadly and tragically on 9/11 24 years ago.
We honor the victims, the first responders, and all those affected by the events of that tragic day. Let us observe a moment of silence in remembrance. May we never forget. Thank you.
Did he say 2000? Did I hear that right? Or did he say 2001? It sounded like he said 2000.
I don't know.
Because I'm pretty sure it was 2001 because I saw that shit happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, CIF-SS section contests are conducted under the strictest code of good sportsmanship. CIF-SS section requires...
The captains for Los Altos. Number 2, that's Gavin Flores. Number 50, that is Cesar Ortiz. Number 19 is Gabriel Baca. And I think that's number 66. That would be Jake Acuna. I could be wrong though. It could be somebody else. It could be a different number. Captains for Burroughs are number 3, Tripton Slaughter. Number 7, Jaden Valle. And number 55, that is Rison Williamson.
We appreciate your cooperation in creating a safe, inclusive, and positive environment. The officials for tonight's football.
Okay, both of them went off. That's interesting.
The umpire is Russell Foster.
I was just testing that. All right, so Burroughs won the toss. They elect to defer to the second half based on what we're seeing. We're about ready for football here tonight from Hacienda Heights. Los Altos is going to take the field with a lot of pomp and circumstance in just a second. We have Burroughs over here on the sideline already, and here they come with the... Yeah, a lot of pomp and circumstance. There's
Pyrotechnics?
yep, some pyrotechnics in the back of the end zone over there. Oh, and we have a buzzer.
And there's a buzzer at the front.
There's a buzzer instead of a siren tonight. That's interesting. That's new and exciting. So yeah, so it looks like Burroughs is going to kick off to Los Altos. It's funny that both of those went off. So the I'm wearing an ASU hat tonight. I'm not wearing my Pecos League hat. That was last week's game. And actually, my YouTube's just like, hey, what are you doing? The bit rate that you have is much lower than the recommended. That's just because I had to lower the bit rate so low last week because signal was so bad. Signal was so bad at Charter Oak High School last week. We're about ready for football here. Burroughs is going to kick off to Los Altos. Burroughs will be moving from left to right on your screen. Los Altos from right to left. Send this away is Michael Hernandez for Burroughs. It's a bit of a sky kick. It's fielded by number 24. He's going to break a couple of tackles to the outside, just shy of the 45-yard line, down at the 44. I'm not sure why we're playing Guns N' Roses still, but okay, that's cool. So on the return for the Conquerors is number 24. That's Isaiah Alvarado. Oh. Just shy of the 45-yard line is where the Conquerors will start business. Diego Castillo is the quarterback, and Dale Ziola is the head coach. At Los Altos, Castillo throws one to his outside. That's to number 5. He's going to work his way for about 7 yards. That was Castillo to Benjamin Cortez, number 5, the junior for Los Altos.
Second pick of about 7 yards, second down and 3 for the Conquerors.
So they'll pick up a 7. It's going to be 2nd and 3. Hey, the PA is very high quality tonight, so that's a huge plus. And they have speakers on all 4 of the light posts in the stadium. 2nd and 3 with an empty backfield. Castillo under pressure. He's going to have to chuck one down the field. He finds his man for the first down at the Burroughs 30-yard line. That was to number 3, Evan Rojas, moving the sticks on that completion.
Ball is all the way down to the Bears' 29-yard line. First down and 10, Los Altos.
I was going to say, I had it in the right position. Other way. And I will change the quarter too. A little bit behind on that. Sorry about that. There's a lot going on as it looked like Castillo was trying to scramble. It looks like he got at most 2 yards. Just shy of the 25 at the 26. They say he picked up 3, 2nd and 7 on the scoreboard. We're on the Burroughs side of the field, just trying to be in a spot where we're not interfering with anybody who's watching the game tonight. So 2nd and 7, taking a lot of time here to snap the ball. It's an empty backfield for Los Altos. It's interesting because they, from what I saw, run a balanced offense, and under pressure is Castillo. He loses the ball. That's going to be a huge loss of yards back at the 35. He was under pressure by number 18 of the Bears. That was Jason White, the junior. That was a huge play for Burroughs. That's going to set up a 3rd and a mile for Los Altos. Ball spotted exactly on the 35-yard line. So Diego Castillo and the Los Altos Conquerors surviving a fumble there. Castillo to throw. It's complete. Finds his man is Josiah Cortez, a senior. It'll be 4th down and 8 for Los Altos, and it looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field. So the ball is back on the 26 of Burroughs. Los Altos trying to pick up a 4th and 7. The Bears trying to stop them in their tracks right here. Castillo with one to his right. The back rolls out. Castillo is under pressure. He's going to have to take off. He tries to go sideways. He got 8 yards. He needed 7 and picked up 8 for the first down. It was almost that Burroughs was going to get the stop, but Castillo was using his legs to go east-west to pick up the extra yardage and the first down. That's one thing that Los Altos has is a dual threat QB. So lining it up in the shotgun now. Castillo to throw. It's Josiah Cortez, breaks a tackle, and he's going to go into the end zone for the touchdown. He powered his way for the yards after the catch, And Los Altos is on the board first.
On to try the extra point, Daniel Locke.
So Castillo to Cortez, Josiah Cortez for the touchdown. And we have pre-snap flags here before the PAT. Looks like it's going to be offsides. And we'll retry the attempt here. It says 9:49 to play in the opening quarter. Not necessarily the longest of drives, but it was a very confidence booster, high confidence booster for Los Altos. Here's the kick, and it's going to be up and through. Makes the score 7-0 in favor of Los Altos.
Altos 7 and Burroughs. We have our first Conquerors shout out of the night. The shout out goes to the Los Altos chain crew. The chain gang, thank you for your time and effort. Thank you.
Bit of a delay between the kickoff and our chance to see the Burroughs offense for the first time tonight. On this beautiful Thursday night in Hacienda Heights, we're kind of nestled in a very calm neighborhood just off the 60 freeway. There you go, the Conquerors will now kick the ball off. It's a bit of a squibber, and there's a heavyweight collision at the 35-yard line, and Los Altos has it. It was just a sky kick, and it was a scramble for the ball, so delay our chance to see Burroughs' offense for the first time. Los Altos is ready to control this game and put their mascot name to work again. So we're going to see Diego Castillo in this Conquerors offense. 1st and 10 from the Burroughs 35. It's a handoff up the middle. Looks like about a yard or two. I think that was number 5 on the carry. That was Benjamin Cortez. Oh, okay. So then it was Rojas, number 3. It was Evan Rojas on the carry. He got 2 yards according to the scoreboard. So 2nd and 8 for Los Altos. Again, inside Burroughs territory because they just sky kicked it and fought for the ball and won it. Castillo outside's got his man. It's Flores. He's going to work his way to the 20-yard line for a first down.
That's good for a Conqueror first down.
Pickup of about 12 yards.
Also first down, 1st and 10. On the Burroughs 20-yard line.
8.5 minutes to play in the opening quarter, and it's a fresh set of downs for Los Altos on the Burroughs 20. Ooh, not moving that. It's a quick screen to the outside to Benjamin Cortez, number 5. He's going to get about 9 yards. 8 yards, so 2nd and 2. Burroughs still without number 10, Carson Strode. He's in street clothes tonight. We'll probably see him for league games. Castillo looking end zone, caught by Josiah Cortez for the touchdown. It was a great catch by him, and there's a bit of rough stuff after. It looked like they were still fighting for the ball as they hit the ground. They're going to rule it a touchdown, and I think it's a bit of unnecessary roughness against Burroughs. We'll figure out what the flag is, if they're going to enforce this on the kickoff or if it's going to be here on the try. So offsetting personal fouls both sides is what we have. Again, it was just as they were coming to the turf fighting for the ball. But it's ruled a touchdown. It's 13-0. Here's the point after. It's up and it's through, and it's 14-0 in favor of Los Altos. And we'll see what they do on this kickoff, because they sky kicked it and got the ball back. Again, it's because every kickoff is a live ball after you kick it, and all it has to do is travel 10 yards. Los Altos was well aware of that, and they recovered the ball on the Burroughs 35 after a bit of a tussle between a couple of Bears and a couple of Conquerors, and it was the players in blue who came away with the football. It's a 5-4-2 kickoff. If you're looking at, if you want to know what Burroughs is running on these kickoff sets, so that's 5 players 10 yards away at the 50-yard line, and you have another 4 between the 35 and 25, and then you have the 2 deep returners at the 10-yard line. Well, the personal fouls, they're gonna spot the ball into Burroughs territory before we kick it. So it's gonna be on the 45-yard line. That's gonna cause the Bears to alter their kickoff set. There's one lone deep end, and he's standing at the goal line. We'll see what Los Altos does on this kickoff. It's going to be a deep kick, and it'll go out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So we will get a chance to see the Burroughs offense. And our chance to see who's at quarterback for tonight's game, who's getting the start. Looks like it'll be Chaparro, number 12. So it'll be 1st and 10, Bears from their own 20-yard line. It's batted down, incomplete. Jan Soto, number 9 for the Conquerors on that pass breakup. So it'll be 2nd and 10. The Bears were running a quick play action. There's a receiver open, but number 9 got up there and batted it down. Again, that's Jan Soto for Los Altos. He is a senior. So Chaparro will hand this off to Sho Fujita, number 19, and he's stuffed at the line of scrimmage. It looks like they're going to mark him for a loss of 1. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 11.
Led by number 3, Evan Rojas, and number 90, Alan Rodriguez. Third down and 11.
In the pistol set are the Bears. Chaparro to throw. He's got to roll out of the pocket. There is a flag on the play. It's probably going to be offensive holding. Chaparro takes off, and he's going to be forced out of bounds. And there's going to be a flag for a late hit, so we're going to have some offsetting penalties here to talk about. That was a great awareness play from the Burroughs quarterback. And the flag on the Los Altos sideline is at the 32-yard line. That's where Chaparro was forced out of bounds. It was a late hit out of bounds. So there's going to be a hold against the offense, and then there's going to be that late hit. We're going to have offsetting penalties. Officials discussing it here. Either way, we're going to likely replay the down here, 3rd and 11.
We'll play third down again. Third down and 11 for Burroughs from their own 20-yard line.
Long 20.
Okay, it should be on the 20. They have it spotted on the 25. I think the Bears will take that. They'll make it 3rd and men.
They assess the 10-yard holding and then the 15-yard.
Okay, so they assess both penalties. 10-yard hold, 15-yard late hit out of bounds. So it's 3rd and 5 with all that yardage. Chaparro to throw. He's got his man just shy of the sticks. That was number 5, Brendan Smith. He had to get up there and bring it down. It's going to bring up a 4th down and short. So the Bears are going to have to punt. We have 6:20 to play. And here's the punt. Fair caught at the 50-yard line by number 20, Nathaniel Sanchez for Los Altos. We have a lot more whistles as well, with the officials discussing it. There is a flag at around the line of scrimmage. It's going to be an offsides against Los Altos. Or a hold, I should say.
Was it after the kick?
Looks like it was after the kick. So instead of starting this drive at the 50, they're going to be on their own 40.
Conquerors will start 1st and 10 on their own 40-yard line.
Go D!
6:10 on the clock, first quarter. 14-0 in favor of Los Altos. It's a handoff to Rojas, and he's going to be stopped after about 2 yards on the play at the 42-yard. No, 41, so a gain of 1, 2nd and 9. That was a big stop for the Burroughs defense. They needed that just to get their confidence and mojo going after a couple of chunk plays from Los Altos in the previous 2 drives for them. 2nd and 9 from the 41. It's another handoff. Sanchez got his way through a couple of tackles. We'll see where they spot him. Looks like he's just shy of the 1st down. So it'll be a 3rd down and 1 coming up, just shy of midfield. Five minutes to play in the opening quarter. Castillo to throw. It's a quick screen pass outside to Josiah Cortez. He will get all the yards that he needs for the first down and drive his way into Burroughs territory. Fresh set of downs for Los Altos on the Burroughs 41. Looked like Jamar St. Fleur, number 2, was in there on the tackle. He's playing safety for the Bears.
We got it. We want it. We're taking it back.
Castillo to throw. Gets it off, and it's caught by Gavin Flores. He had to dive his way out for that, but he had a lot of open space in the Burroughs zone coverage and is able to get down to the 25. Actually, it looks like he might have hyperextended something. So we'll step aside as we check the injury. That's Gavin Flores for Los Altos. I think he hyperextended something.
Might just be winded, like the ball.
Oh, that too, after hitting the turf. Yeah. It's good to see him get up on his own power. Once again, Gavin Flores for Los Altos. Likely had the wind knocked out of him. Wow, BMW. So, new set of downs for Los Altos on the Burroughs 25. And it just seems like it's another learning experience for the Bears. Castillo, quick screen outside, and can they bring him down in the backfield? No, he escapes. Got Houdini on the outside. Wow, Benjamin Cortez with a lot of shifty side-to-side action gets down to about the 15-yard line for a fresh set of downs. I think you can infer the way this game's going to go tonight. That was an amazing individual effort from Benjamin Cortez. Castillo looking deep, end zone, incomplete. He was looking for Flores, Gavin Flores, and it was just off of his hands and dying to the turf. That's going to stop the clock with 3:40 to play in quarter number 1. Reset it 2nd and 10 from the 15. Again, the Conquerors knocking on the door. Castillo, he's gonna take off on his zone, and he's brought down in the backfield. Big stop for the Bears. That was number 32, Jesus Gutierrez, in there on the tackle for loss. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 11. Burroughs looking for the stop here. Give the offense a chance to operate. Big play from Gutierrez of the Bears. Here's Castillo again. Works it out to Rojas. Breaks 1 tackle. He'll be tackled at the 9-yard line, shy of the 1st down. So it'll be a 4th down decision, and it looks like we have a lot of heavy personnel coming in, and it'll be possibly a field goal try. Yes, it will be a field goal try for Los Altos. It'll be about a 25-yarder here. On to kick it is number 14, Daniel Voss. He's a senior. He's 2 for 2 on PAT attempts so far tonight. Here's the kick, and it is good. He's gonna tack on 3 more for the Conquerors. Brings our score to 17-0. Burroughs gonna try to get the offense going and pick up some yardage. While we await the kick, if you like what you see and hear over YouTube Live, is I get you through your Thursday night on this audio broadcast, consider subscribing and just staying in the know for the future. Again, we're going to be at the Muir St. Francis game tomorrow. That's going to be a big one. It's our Deja Vu game because St. Francis and Muir love to play each other, apparently. Looks like this one's going to go out of bounds. So it's going to be a kick out of bounds and give Burroughs some extra yardage. I think they're spotted on the 35. It'll be 1st and 10 Burroughs from the 35-yard line. Their own 35. Let me change that. There we go. It's optional, but it's free. Returning back to subscribing. Again, you don't have to do it. It's optional. It's a handoff to Fujita, number 19 for the Bears. It looked like he got about a yard or so of forward progress before the Conquerors were all over him. Yeah, they're going to spot him for 2, so 2nd and 8. It's still Brendan Chaparro, number 12 at quarterback for the Bears. Mingus Allen was the quarterback in their matchup against Los Altos last year, Burroughs. He was a senior. It looked like he tried to shovel it to avoid taking a sack, but they're going to lose about 4 yards or so. They'll be back at the 32-yard line. Los Altos was just converging in the center of the field, and that was not what Burroughs would have wanted on a 2nd down play. Spots him at a 3rd and about 13. It looked like he was trying the Tibby Chang Hawaii offense there with the shovel. Came up empty. Chaparro's going to take off on his own, and he's going to be forced out of bounds, shy of the 1st down. They're going to mark him at the 38, but unfortunately for Burroughs, that's going to be a 3 and out. The punt unit's on for the Bears. Oh, it is blocked. It's a blocked punt, scooped up by number 21, Marcus Garcia, and Los Altos is going to have premium field position. You got to feel for the punter on that play, Michael Hernandez. He was caught with his head down, trying to make sure the ball was in the right position to get the punt off, and the Conquerors were all over that and blocked the punt. So premium field position spotted on the 38 of the Bears for Los Altos. It's a quick outside pass to Flores, and He's going to be tackled just shy of the end zone, but there is a flag in the backfield at the 25-yard line.
We have a flag.
Defense! Defense! Charge! Charge! Defense! Defense!
It's in that area of offensive holding.
Charge! Defense! Defense! Charge! Charge!
Looks like they waved the flag. They said no flag on the play, and
First and goal, Conquerors.
interesting. He's gonna be spotted on the 2-yard line, so no flag. It looked like you were in the realm of offensive holding, and it looked like one of the linemen was there, but it didn't matter because Rojas just took it to the end zone for the touchdown, and it's another 6 points for Los Altos. No tackle on another 6.
Rojas on a 3-yard touchdown run. That's a flag.
I thought it was on the 2.
Yeah, it looked like the 2.
I thought it was on the 2.
The kick is good.
So the point after is good, and it'll make it a 24-point game. Oh. Come on, reconnect. Reconnect to you, come on. You probably don't know what's going on right now, but okay, there we go, we're good. It reconnected my software that I'm using. Yeah, I guess it didn't matter because nothing happened. So here's the kick. It will go out of bounds again, and it's going to be spotted on the 35 for the Bears. So that's where they will start this drive. Again, just trying to get a first down at this point. Just taking one first down at a time.
Ball comes out all the way to the 35-yard line. Big shout out to LA cheer captain Reese and her mini Viviana.
Again, this Burroughs team is like a completely different team than their team last year. I'm not really sure what happened, but the Bears have it 1st and 10 on their own 35. See if the offense can get something going here. That's Chaparro flushed from the pocket, and he's going to get brought down for a loss. Loss of about 9 yards. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. There's a loud buzzer when the scoreboard goes off. It's like you're at a basketball arena or a hockey rink. The teams will switch ends of the field. It'll be 2nd and long back on the 26-yard line to start quarter number 2. What's interesting about this season is that for the most part, every school in the Pacific League is hosting their home games on their respective campuses. So you don't have Burroughs and Burbank sharing Memorial Stadium, which is on the John Burroughs campus for this season. And then you also don't have Crescenta Valley sharing Moisey Stadium with Glendale High, and that's at Glendale High School. I think that's in preparation for next season because the 8 teams in the Pacific League will no longer be in the same league. It'll depend on how they finish this season. There'll be 16 total teams spanning the lengths of 3 different leagues, coming together as one super league, and they'll be split into 3 leagues based on promotion, relegation. Here's Chaparro taking off. He's going to get some of that yardage back. It'll be spotted at the 30-yard line. So it'll be about a 3rd down and 13, or 3rd and 15, I should say, for the Bears coming up. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's the Pacific League, the Foothill League, and the Mission League. I don't have that right in front of me right now, but it's 3 leagues that exist this season that are becoming one super league for next season. Chaparro's pass is incomplete. He was looking to the halfback out of the backfield, Show Fujita, and the Bears will have to punt it away again. Here's Michael Hernandez, number 9, the punter for Burroughs, and we'll have some pre-snap whistles. It'll be a false start against the Bears. They'll back them up 5 yards, back to the 25. Again, not necessarily the outcome that Burroughs was looking for. Here's the snap, and he's going to be able to get this one away this time. He'll take a Bear bounce across midfield, and it'll be spotted at the 45. That's where the Conquerors will take over. Oh, we do have another flag. We'll check what that is. Might be something on... It's against Los Altos. I take it as something on the punt, and they'll spot him back the respective amount of yards on this penalty. They'll spot it on the 35. And then we switch that. There we go. So Los Altos moving from left to right on your screen, and Burroughs from right to left for the second quarter. Los Altos is in their home blues, all blue, and Burroughs is in their road whites. This is a quick screen pass to the outside for a huge first down into Burroughs territory. That was to Benjamin Cortez, number 5. He'll be taken down at the Bear 40-yard line. Those are the big plays that Los Altos is prospered off of in their previous 2 games coming into tonight. The fresh set of downs on the Burroughs 40-yard line. They're going to go to Rojas on the carry, and he's going to get a good chunk of that, about 6, before the Bears are able to stop him. There's 6 yards on the, or 5 yards on the carry, and it'll be 2nd and 5. Another quick screen outside to Benjamin Cortez, number 5. He's trying to work his way through with a blocker and he will be forced out of bounds with enough yards to move the sticks again. Looks like they're going to spot him on the 21-yard line. So Los Altos continuing to move the chains with those quick screen passes to the outside. I formation coming up here for the Conquerors. It's Castillo under center. He's going to give it to Rojas, and he's going to bulldoze his way up the middle and to the outside. Breaks a tackle, but he gets stopped by the safety. Jaden Valle on the tackle. It's going to set up the Conquerors first and goal from about the 5-yard line. Again, a touchdown saving tackle for now. We're also getting a good look at the LAX approach line as they fly over this area on their way to El Segundo. So first and goal for Los Altos on the 5-yard line. Gonna work it outside Rojas. And as soon as he's able to turn the corner, Burroughs is having a hard time stopping him, and another 6 points for Los Altos. It's unfortunate for Burroughs, but it's fortunate for my voice tonight that I'm not calling necessarily high intensity, high excitement plays, so that I can save a lot for tomorrow. Here's the point after. It's through. It's going to make it 31 for Los Altos. Here's the kick. This would be a deep one. It'll be Brandon Smith on the return. From about the 2-yard line, he gets out to the 16 or 17-yard line, and that's where the Bears will take over, 1st and 10. Still looking for a first down pickup from Burroughs. Massive respect to this Burroughs pep squad. They're gonna keep going all night. Win or lose, no matter what the score is. Fujita on the carry across the 20-yard line. That was actually a nice pickup of about 5 yards.
Tackle made by Ethan Raider, Aparicio. Second down, 6.
Are those blueberries or grapes?
2nd and 6. They've spotted him for 4 yards on the carry. Sho Fujita, number 19 for the Bears on that last carry. So nothing too shabby this drive. T formation set with the 2 halfbacks. I'm sorry, pro set, and not really that much room to gain some yards. Again, Fujita on the carry, number 19. It'll set up a 3rd and manageable for the Bears, actually. Spot him on the 29-yard line. It's 3rd and manageable. I believe they can pick this up. I'm going to switch sides with the halfback a couple times. Chaparro in the pistol, looking to throw. Gets it off. Oh, and it's just incomplete off the hands of his receiver. He was looking to number 1, King Millhouse. Unfortunately, it's incomplete. I think he would have been able to get the first down had he been able to catch the ball. It looked like it was more of a bullet pass than something that would be a drop. But here's the punt unit again for the Bears. It'll be fielded at midfield. Nathaniel Sanchez on the return. He's going to take it another 10 yards to the Burroughs 40 before he's stopped by a herd of Bears. Trying to get my terminology right for that one. They're going to spot him on the 39, and that's where Los Altos will take over. It's kind of one-sided in terms of the field position and where we're going with this.
I think we're going to have a running clock.
We're most likely going to have a running clock by the 3rd quarter or 4th quarter. Unless the Bears get a nice drive together, get some points, get a defensive stop, get the ball back, maybe do it again. It's possible. We go to Rojas on the carry. He'll blast his way to the 31 for a pickup of 8. The quick screen pass outside to Sanchez, Nathaniel Sanchez. He tries to turn the corner. He'll be tackled by the safety again. That is Jamar St. Fleur, number 2. Definitely got the flow out of the helmet. And I think he tackled him just shy. Yes, he did. It'll be a 3rd and 1. It's those backfield quick passes from Los Altos that are doing the most damage. Diego Castillo, quarterback for Los Altos, has taken a couple of shots deep and has come up with those. He's going to look for his man outside to the end zone. It was Flores, and it's incomplete. Great coverage from Jaden Valle, number 7. And that's exactly what Burroughs needed. We'll see what Los Altos does here. 4th and short, 4th and 1. Looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field and try to pick this up. But it's those small wins for Burroughs that will start adding up into something bigger later in the game. A lot of bigger personnel for Los Altos. They're running in power I right now. They'll give it to Rojas. He'll turn the corner outside, and it's another one of those dangerous plays. As soon as he turns the corner, he's able to pick up a good 10, 15 yards and move the sticks. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 11-yard line, so they don't necessarily need to take an end zone shot to pick up another first down. The quick run up the middle again. They'll pick up a a couple of yards. A quick second down and what looks to be 5. They're going to go outside. It looks like Rojas again. There is a flag on the play as Rojas scampers his way into the end zone. It might be offensive holding. Yes, it is. It was offensive holding against Los Altos, so we'll spot him back 10 yards from the spot. Oh. We have a timeout on the field. So the Bears will call a timeout here. 5:48 to play in the half. It's turning into one of those games again. It seems like almost every play that Los Altos is dialing up is picking up north of 5 yards. I'll give you guys a fun fact on the graphics for tonight. It's a lot of stock imagery and stuff that I have turned into this masterpiece that you see in front of you. But in doing my research in that, especially for making the Burroughs helmet, I actually came across some like images of really old game day guides. Is Diego Castillo avoids a sack, and he's got a lot of green grass to run. It looks like he's gonna work his way into the end zone. So some of the game day guides that I ended up finding were like from 1955, 1956 of the game between Burroughs and Burbank. And then there was another one that I found that I think it was 1957 between Burroughs and Muir. So that's kind of interesting. Diving deeper into the school's history is the point after is good. We'll see if the Bears can get something going on offense here. But so far, it's a lot of field activity on one side of the field. It's been a very lopsided game. 5:38 to play until halftime. And here's the kick. A decent return. I think that was Brendan Smith, number 5. A nice return to the 24-yard line. So you fielded it at about the 2-yard line or so. A decent field position to start the drive. I guess the average spot where the ball is about 20 for Burroughs. It's a quick handoff, and the Conquerors are all over that one. It looked like at most a gain of about a yard. There's a lot of heavy machinery for Los Altos coming in to make the tackle. It looked like, again, it was Sho Fujita, number 19 on the carry. been doing all the running duties for the Bears tonight.
Stay low.
Chavarro the throw. He's going to take a shot, looking deep, and it's just incomplete. He was looking for King Millhouse again, number 1.
On the right side is incomplete, broken up by Nathaniel Sanchez.
That was a good
There is a flag in the backfield.
It's a good throw, fun. That was a good throw. The ref could help us out.
Looks like it's going to go against the Bears.
We're holding against the Bears. We'll change our penalty.
Looks like he's a bit shaken up after hitting the turf pretty hard and awkwardly, battling the DB in coverage for Los Altos. He'll be spotted on the other side of the 15. It looks like at the 14-yard line. Though, second and long for the Bears. Chaparro, and it was off the receiver and intercepted. It was another bullet pass. He was looking to number 49, and I think that's Anthony Castro. I guess it is. It bounced off of him and right into the open hands of a Los Altos defender, and the Conquerors will take over. Another bad break for Burroughs. He was spotted on the 23-yard line. 1st and 10 for Los Altos. And we're gonna have a timeout on the field. This time Los Altos will take a timeout. So both teams down to 2 timeouts here. Dismiss.
Take it away. Go big team. Defense, take it away. Take it away. Go big team. Defense, take it away.
Got a score update for you in terms of boys water polo. Not necessarily relevant to anyone competing tonight. Your boys water polo came up with a win, 10-8 over South Pasadena. Let's see if I can check some of those other scores just to give you an idea of the Pacific League teams competing in boys water polo tonight. Diego Castillo's flushed out of the pocket for Los Altos and finds his man, and there is a flag. It was complete to Josiah Cortez, number 4. They might have a roughing the passer or something like that against Burroughs, or maybe offensive holding. Again, we'll check the flag. It's about the 29-yard line. But it looked like quarterback Diego Castillo took a shot. Oh, it's against Los Altos. Okay. So it'll be spotted back at the 33-yard line now. So it looked like offensive holding is what the officials have spotted here. 4:17 to play in the half. Castillo throws. It's complete to Benjamin Cortez, and he'll get a lot of that yardage back in about the 21-yard line. The Los Altos receivers are finding a lot of room in the zone coverage of the Bears. It'll be 2nd and 9. Replay the down after the penalty. We are 2nd and 9. Halfback out of the backfield is Nathaniel Sanchez. Diego Castillo on the throw, and it's complete to Gavin Flores. He beat the DB in coverage and was able to get the dime from Diego Castillo. And he threw for 221 yards in last year's game, which was a 21-16 loss to a different look Burroughs team. So another 6 points for Los Altos, and unless the Bears have something to say about this, we're likely to have a running clock. The point after is good. And it makes it a 45 spot. These are one of those games I just call an SEC knocker. Is one team ends up putting north of 45 points and the other team is just struggling. Trying to figure out the root of these struggles right now. If it's just getting used to a new system, new quarterbacks, pretty much new everything. It also seems like a lot of the players are just kind of like gassed right now, so maybe they had a heavy week of practice. It's a deep kick. It'll be fielded at about the 1 yard line by Brendan Smith, and he will get rounded up by a bunch of Conquerors at the 15 yard line. That was Jonathan Guzman on the tackle for Los Altos on the kick return. Yeah, I'll get you with some of the scores in the Pacific League and other sports after we figure out what Los Altos is doing on this drive. I would just run the ball at this point. You've got a big lead. Just let the clock work for you. Oh, I'm sorry, Burroughs. I don't know why I said Los Altos. With a quick completion to the outside for actually a pretty nice gain. A gain of about 8 yards. Looks like about 2nd and 1 after the nice pickup on 1st down. Shafaro rolling out. And it is caught. There it is, 1st down Burroughs. Looks like it was complete to number 6, Tyler Lorenk, the senior wide receiver. He's actually a returner for the Bears, and he'll be spotted at the 35 yard line for the 1st down. A nice pickup there. Shaparo the throw, and it's incomplete. Looking for a number there. It looked like he was looking for 49, Anthony Castro again. Second and 10 from the same spot, 35 yard line. Shavaro rolling out. It's complete. 1st down Burroughs. Here we go. Tyler Lorenk again on the reception. Moves the chain to the 46 yard line. The 2:06 to play in the half, and there's a bit of a delay here. I think it was from the officials. The first and 10 Burroughs on their own 46. Chaparro, quick touch pass to Fujita, and he's gonna work his way to the Los Altos 48-yard line for a nice pickup. About 6 yards.
Tackle made by Nicholas Castillo, bringing up second down.
It kind of looks like the Hawaii run and shoot offense. Chaparro, here's Millhouse on the catch for the first down, and he will work his way for another 2 yards to the 39. It looks like they're going to spot him at the 40. Looked like he was trying to fight for the extra yardage and try to work his way out of bounds, but he unfortunately could not make his way out of bounds, so the clock is still running. You wonder if Burroughs is going to pick up the tempo a little bit more here. Nevertheless, it's another first down for the Bears. It's about on the 39-yard line of Los Altos. Chaparro. Rolling, and he's unable to escape as the rush was too much. And the Bears will spend a timeout. A loss of a couple of yards. It's about 3 yards to the other side of the 40-yard line, back at the 42. Timeout Bears with 1:05 to play until halftime. Let's see if I can just... There we go. So yeah, it was flag football earlier, girls varsity flag football, and based on the score, it looked like Burroughs won that game 44-20 against Los Altos right here before our game tonight. Chaparro rolling out. It gets it off to King Millhouse.
Oh, it's a bad spot. That's a bad spot.
They're gonna mark him on the 30. It looked like he had the 30 or the 29-yard line. There is a flag. Looks like it's against Los Altos. Personal foul, roughing the passer against Los Altos. So that's going to give the Bears another first down. That's a really nice drive that the Bears have going on right here. And all the supporters here for Burroughs are going to be, they're going to be happy if the Bears can punch this one in right here. So first down and 10 for the 15-yard line. Chaparro looking for the end zone, and that's going to be pass interference. He was looking for King Millhouse, and he was getting held the entire way. That's pass interference against Los Altos. This would be half the distance to the goal, and it'll give the Bears another first down. Got JV football coming in. Again, I'm getting these updates because I follow the Mustangs. And there it is, touchdown Burroughs. Great work for the offensive line. And the Bears are going to put up 6 points. They'll show Fujita, number 19, with the rushing touchdown. And the Bears are on the board.
Try the extra point, Michael Hernandez.
The kick is up, and it is good. It was a very nice drive from the Bears. I'm glad to see it. At least make it a little more respectable. But hey, who knows? Maybe they'll be able to stop the Los Altos offense at some point. So 47 seconds to play in the half. It's a drive like that. It's a big confidence builder for this Burroughs football program. Dialing it up, capped off by Sho Fujita's rushing touchdown. Here's the kick. It's a line drive. It'll be fielded by Benjamin Cortez, number 5 for Los Altos. He's trying to turn the corner. He will be tackled at about the 33-yard line. There is a flag on the 40. We'll check the flag.
Let's go, defense!
It's going to be against Los Altos, likely a hold on the return. That's going to spot him back 10 yards. It'll be just shy of the 25-yard line at the 24. First and 10 for Los Altos. And Castillo's going to take a knee. And it looks like that's going to bring us to the half.
With the score, Los Altos 45, Burroughs 7. Hey, Dr. Benz, get your spirit ticket ready. Spirit ticket.
We're going to go to halftime. Scores 45-7 in favor of Los Altos, and it will be Burroughs to receive the opening kick of the second half as they won the toss and elected to defer. We have the Los Altos marching band getting ready for their halftime show. It looks like we're going to have a lot of marimbas and the sort of show band equipment you'd expect. Step aside a couple minutes and update you on some of the out-of-town scores within the Pacific League. This is an audio broadcast of Burroughs and Los Altos here on YouTube. All right, we're 4 minutes 40 seconds away from the opening kick of the second half. This is look at your halftime update here. Already get this set up for the third quarter so that I don't have to worry about it later. Oop. That was the wrong one I meant to edit. There we go. And fix the timeouts as well.
Today was the first time he ever bailed on me. And it is cool. I was like happy. I come in and
So it's a lot to a little. But it's, again, that touchdown drive towards the end of the half for Burroughs was a huge positive. They're moving the ball and finally getting some complete passes. So that's a plus to move forward with. The Bears will be getting the ball to start the third quarter. Let me just move that real quick. There we go. A couple planes coming into LAX flying over. If you didn't hear in the news, they actually had to take down the LAX sign that's been so iconic for years, decades. They had to take it down temporarily with the renovations going on in LAX, a couple of new terminals and stuff like that to pave the way for the 2028 Olympic Games. And another thing that's come up in the news is that the Rose Bowl Aquatic Center in Pasadena, California will be hosting the swim and dive, or at least diving competitions, instead of that being at a constructed pool within SoFi Stadium. Well, that's going to be fun in a couple of years with the Olympic Games coming and Los Angeles being the centerpiece of that. And wherever Oklahoma City, LA is. No, I'm kidding. It's Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, because apparently they wanted to do the rowing competitions over there. Because that's where that's where the Team USA facilities are. And instead of using what's available out here in California, they decided, oh, why not have the rowing and those sorts of competitions in Oklahoma City, where the Team USA facilities are. It's kind of like having the surfing competitions in Tahiti for the French Olympic Games. But here's a look at the out-of-town scores. Looking at the Pacific League, so in season right now is also girls volleyball and boys water polo. There are a couple of games today in girls volleyball, or Burbank and Pasadena, Crescenta Valley and Village Christian. So the Pacific League teams have already played 5 games in league. Well, that's the most. The least is 4. But looking at the standings, since we don't have those scores from those games, actually it looks like CV and Village Christian should be either just wrapping up or in the process of wrapping up. They had a 6:15 start. Burbank and Pasadena had a 3:45 start. But overall, from the Pacific League standings, Crescenta Valley leads the way at 5-0 in league, 7-8 overall. Next up is Burroughs at 4-1. In league and 10-2 overall. Arcadia is third, 4-1 in league, 8-4 overall. Burbank 2-1 in the Pacific, 7-8 overall. Then you have Pasadena at 1-3, 9-10 overall. Glendale is 1-3 in league and also 1-3 overall. Both teams are going through their warm-ups right now as the buzzer sounds again, and they're likely to put another 3 minutes on the clock, so we have time. Hoover is 0-4 in league and 0-6 overall. And then last but not least, the Muir Mustangs at 0-4 in league and 0-5 overall. It's not, after the pretty good season that girls volleyball had, I think it was last year for the Muir Mustangs, they find themselves at the bottom of the table and still searching for a win. The least amount of games that a team has played, at least from what I'm looking at in Pacific League, is Glendale. They've only played 4 total games, whereas Pasadena or PHS has played 19. It all comes down to scheduling and how the programs want to navigate the season, compete in a couple tournaments, and schedule other schools outside of league. Here's a look at boys water polo. Nobody's played any league games yet, but I can tell you that Glendale's 6-1 overall, Crescenta Valley's 4-1 overall, Pasadena's 8-6, Burroughs is 2-2, Muir and Arcadia are also 2-2, Burbank is 5-6, and then Hoover is 2-4. These are the overall records of the 8 Pacific League schools in the final season of the 8-team Pacific League format. But a couple games we had today, Glendale's playing a pair of games, so it looks like they're in a tournament. Arcadia was playing against Sonora. That was a 3:20 start. And then these next two that I'm going to list off are 5 p.m. starts. That's Crescenta Valley against San Luis Obispo and Burroughs in Birmingham. That's it. These are actually games tomorrow. It's already switched over to tomorrow's games. Actually, there are no games to... No, I take it back. There are a couple games today. So, Muir and South Pasadena. Muir won that game 10-8. We're missing scores from Arcadia and Alta Loma, and then Pasadena and Marshall, the other two Pasadena schools, playing against each other. That's very interesting. We're getting ready for kickoff here for the third quarter. It'll be the Burroughs Bears receiving. They had that positive drive to cap off the first half with a touchdown from Sho Fujita, number 19. And there's the buzzer.
If they can put another score in here at the start of the third, they'll be winning the middle 10.
Yep, the middle 10. That's your look at the out-of-town boards for the Pacific League tonight. A fresh 12 minutes on the clock. And Los Altos will send this one away. He fielded just shy of the 10-yard line. I believe that's Brendan Smith again. He's able to work it. Or I'm sorry, that was number 6. Tyler Laurent. Working his way to the 22-yard line. That's where it will be spotted. So the Bears with a 1st and 10 on their own 22-yard line to start the half. And we are in a situation where the clock is running because it's a 35-plus point lead for Los Altos. So we're going to have a running clock the rest of the way. So we'll be able to go home early tonight. It'll be interesting if the Bears can claw their way back into this game. Here's Shaparo outside, finds King Millhouse for the completion. Works his way for a couple extra yards at the 34. And they will get the first down. So first down Bears. Just shy of the 35-yard line. That was Shaparo to number 1 King Millhouse on the completion. There's a quick shovel to show Fujita, working his way with the right tackle to the 40 for a gain of a couple yards. Then it gives 6 at exactly the 40. A nice gain on the quick touch pass from Brendan Chaparro, number 12 of the Bears, to Sho Fujita, number 19. Second and 4. They give it right back to Fujita. And nice work from the offensive line to get the first down. Bears across the 45. They can spot him at the 46. Give him a couple more yards, just shy of midfield. They're going to spot him on the 47, 48 yard line. Again, a first down for Burroughs. We got pre-snap flags here. It looks to be a false start against the Bears. We're going to have quick eyes the rest of the way with spotting the time, again with the running clock. Just under 9 minutes to play in the third quarter. You may be thinking, it hasn't felt like it's been that long in actual game action, but again, because Los Altos is ahead by a little over 35 points, that we have the running clock. There's Chaparro to pass. It's complete. And he'll be stopped at just, it looks like a little bit past the original line of scrimmage, which was at the 47 yard line. It looks like we're about at that same spot again. So got the penalty yardage back on the quick completion. I believe that was Angel Del Real, number 15, the tight end, on the reception. So 8 minutes to play in the third quarter. The Bears still in possession of the ball. Chavarro with an empty backfield, looking to throw, gets it off, and right into the breadbasket of his receiver, again going to the tight end, Del Real. Number 15 for the completion into Los Altos territory on the 41 yard line for the first down.
First down and 10. Burroughs on the counter, 41 yards.
The Bears moving the ball. Chaparro rolling out of the pocket. Is looking for King Millhouse. It was just short of him and incomplete. The 2nd and 10 coming up. 7 minutes to play in the third quarter. Again with the running clock. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 41 yard line of Los Altos for Burroughs. Burroughs in their road whites with the red helmets, red pants. Los Altos in their home blue uniforms, blue helmets, blue jersey, blue pants. A quick shovel to the outside. No gain on the play. Like he went back to Sho Fujita, number 19, on the quick shovel pass. We spot him on the 41 yard line again, so 3rd and 10, no gain. So we have an interesting 2-game format with the with back-to-back audio broadcasters. Here's Chaparro under pressure, gets the throw off, and it is just incomplete. Off and out, looking for number 4. Tony Sanchez and Benjamin Cortez, number 5 for Los Altos, was in there to break that up. It's off of his hands and incomplete. He almost was able to pull that all the way in. There is a 4th and 10 situation. So we're gonna have the Bears offense stay out on the field, getting the call from the sideline. With 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. So this drive taking up most of the third quarter because of the running clock. We'll see if the Bears can pick this up here. In the pistol formation is Chaparro looking to throw. He's gonna take his shot and it's incomplete. He was looking to number 28. That would be Emmett Bolin, number, again, 28, a sophomore for the Bears. Unfortunately, it was incomplete, so the Bears will turn it over on downs. So 4.5 minutes to play in the third quarter, and now we'll see the Los Altos offense.
Quarterback for Los Altos, Luke Rodriguez.
The change of quarterbacks for Los Altos. Quick run to the outside, and about a 3-yard gain to the 45. Luke Rodriguez, number 15, is in at the quarterback position for Los Altos. They're just running the power I formation, exactly what I'd do in a situation like this if I were a head coach of a football team. Give it to the halfback here and working his way to midfield, just shy of the first down. That was number 8 on the carry, Anthony Blas. Back in power I for Los Altos here with a 3rd and 1. 3:15 to play in the third quarter. And give it right back to him, and he's gonna get enough yardage to move the sticks.
And Anthony Blas pushes forward for a Conqueror first down.
They're gonna spot him on the Burroughs 47-yard line to move the chains. Shotgun formation, back to the handoff to Anthony Blas, number 8. Crosses the 45-yard line, tackled at the 44 of the Bears. About a 3-yard gain. Back to the ground with a penalty flag at about the line of scrimmage. That was number 36 on the carry for the Conquerors. Daniel Raya, he's a junior. The penalty is against the Conquerors, and they're going to be spotted backwards. So taking the score holds up with about a minute to play in the third quarter. Los Altos would improve to 3-0. They play against Gar High School next week, and Gar is actually in action tonight. They had a 7:30 p.m. start and tackle for loss, so good defensive play from the Bears. The ball is back on the Los Altos 49-yard line for a 3rd and long. Gar High School is playing against Trinity Classical Academy, TCA, I guess. to abbreviate that for you. Let's see if, oh, well, yeah, it's PHS Pasadena. That's who Burroughs plays against next week in the league opener. Rodriguez, the throw is complete, deep into Burroughs territory, down at about the 25-yard line, going to number 10, Daniel Luna. And the senior's able to make the grab for the Conquerors to move the sticks. That was a big first down play. 10. And the buzzer will sound to take us to the fourth quarter. So I'm putting my forks up. The teams will switch sides. And we'll head to the fourth. I tell you, Pasadena High School is not playing football tonight. They play tomorrow. But that will be the Pacific League opener for the final time, as the 8 teams across the San Gabriel and San Fernando valleys. All the Pacific League teams in action this week play tomorrow. There's only 5 games to worry about. And if memory serves me right, and let me make sure that that is correct. I gotta scroll down a little bit. So, okay, we got a couple games on hand tomorrow from the Pacific League +1. I include the Thurgood Marshall Eagles on Allen Avenue, Pasadena, California. Number 16 for the Conquerors on the carry. And that was Jaden Estrada for a couple yards on the first down carry. 16 on the carry. So looking at the Pacific League teams in action tomorrow, Thurgood Marshall plays against Heritage Christian. That's going to be a learning experience game for the Eagles. Again, they haven't had a football program in a number of years, stretching to the other side of COVID-19. And our other games, actually it's 4 games, so 3 other games in action from actual Pacific League teams tomorrow. We have Arcadia hosting La Puente. We're going to have a big game between Crescenta Valley and La Cañada. The 2-0 Falcons taking on the 3-0 La Cañada Spartans. That's going to be right next door to our deja vu game tomorrow between Muir and St. Francis. And you also have the UCLA game. I believe they went back to Estrada on the carry. Yeah, I think they went back to Estrada on the carry. They haven't used the big fullback number 42 yet. Here in the fourth quarter, or the fourth down on the 20-yard line of the Bears. Trying to roll out is Rodriguez. He's going to be able to turn the corner and work his way into the end zone. Wow, what an individual effort by Luke Rodriguez. He powered his way through not just one defender, but another 2 more after turning the corner. Again, it just seems like whenever Los Altos is able to turn the corner against Burroughs, it's bad news Bears. There's the point after is they had the 2 pep squads, or the Los Altos pep squad giving the Burroughs cheerleaders a little gift. The point after is good. This is the kind of camaraderie that we did not see last week between Charter Oak and Muir. They're gonna take a picture together right down here. That's cool. Respect, respect. With 8 3/4 to play in the fourth quarter. Let me adjust the score here for. The Conquerors will send this one off. It is number 80 doing the kicking duties now. Tell you that is Elijah Tech. He's a junior for Los Altos. And this kick is bobbled initially by Valle for the Bears, and it looked like he just kind of like punched it out of bounds at the 27-yard line or so, after having a really difficult time fielding that football. So the Bears will take over. Spot on their own, I said 25-yard line. No, it's back at the 15. A little bit of a mental lapse there. So 7:25 to play, and we'll see what the Bears elect to do. It looks like we have a change of quarterback. It'll be Sean Gauman, number 13, into the game. I believe that's him. Takes the handoff, goes to King Millhouse. The quick completion to the 25 and a first down for the Bears. That was a nice RPO from the Bears that time. Had me fooled on that. So first down for the Bears. And this time they'll hand it off to Show Fujita. Turns the corner. Gets close to the first down. Looks like he got to the 35-yard line. A pickup of about 8 yards on the carry. It looks like the second string unit for Los Altos is out there. Burroughs gets to the line a little quickly here. So second and short. Gauman to throw. It's complete to the 40 before getting tackled. No yards after the catch. Went back to Tyler Laurent, number 6. Another fresh set of downs for the Bears with 5.5 to play. Get running clock if you're just joining us. In the pistol formation, he'll hand it off up the middle. Nice stiff arm, and worked his way out of bounds. Great carry by Troy Acosta, number 23 for the Bears. He stiff-armed one guy and then had the stiff arm locked on another guy to gain a couple of yards and go out of bounds. So a pickup of about 7 or 8 yards. I would say 8, just shy of midfield. Gauman rolling out, and nice completion. Looked like Tyler Laurent again into Los Altos territory at the 45. The Bears are moving the chains once again. Oh, 6. I got to tell you, it's been a busy week, and at the start of today, I did not have all these graphics and all the stuff that I'm using set. So I had to work overtime to make sure that I got all my graphics up. Because keep in mind, I'm a full-time student here. Another decent game for the Bears across the Los Altos 40-yard line down to the 39. I had a lot of schoolwork to deal with. Is Acosta on the carry again, just shy of the 35 at the 36, so it'll be a 3rd and 1. The 3:20 to play, and it's a 3rd and 1 for the Bears. Again, a running clock situation. But a lot of positives to take away from not the previous drive for the Bears, but the drive before that. We have a flag for a false start against the offense. That would be a 3rd and 6 on the other side of the penalty yards. This drive and the other drive for the Bears, the touchdown drive for the Bears, those are the 2 positives to take away from this game. And prepare yourselves for league. It seems like from what has been going on across the CIF Southern section that as Gavin rolls out and takes off and slides at the 35-yard line, it'll be a 4th and 1. They say he started his slide at the 36, and that's a reasonable spot. So we have 2 minutes to go in the ball game. But the way the Pacific League is playing out, it seems like it's going to be a showdown between your Burbank, Crescenta Valley potentially, and Pasadena. So again, your top 4 from last year seeming to be the teams to beat. And then you have these Burroughs Bears. You have Arcadia. You have Glendale and Hoover potentially to play spoiler. Oh, we have another flag.
Now they're going to call it.
We had Troy Acosta on the carry, number 23. It's an illegal shift against Burroughs. So we're going to redo this 4th down play with about a minute to go. So Burroughs will fall to 0-3, but take away a couple of key moments in 2 drives, 2 important drives for the Bears in this game. And see if they can put it all together next week against a potent Pasadena High School offense with Dutch Burbage and Kyle Robertson, as Gavin's brought down to turn over the sticks. And I'm going to presume Los Altos will just run the clock out here with 20 seconds to go. That's pretty much going to do the ball game. And I'm going to have to, well, at least we're finishing early tonight, so it's not necessarily one of those late games that takes forever. And yep, that was the last snap of the game as time will expire. So the teams will go to the center of the field and shake each other's hands. Final score tonight, Los Altos 52, Burroughs 7. So Los Altos will play against Gar High School next week. And Burroughs will gear up for league play with a tough opener coming up against the defending D13 champs in the Pasadena High School Bulldogs. Although special teams seems to be Pasadena's struggle spot, and we'll see if they get that together. have a lot of options actually for next week's game. So that's on Friday actually, Burroughs, Pasadena, but there's also Burbank versus Crescenta Valley, and that might be an interesting one to go to because it might shape out how the top 3, top 4 in the Pacific League play out in this final season. So a nice quick game tonight from Hacienda Heights. I'm Bryce Narvaez, student at Arizona State University, saying thank you for joining me tonight, and we will see you tomorrow for Deja Vu between Muir and St. Francis from La Cañada with a busy slate on hand. So, see you tomorrow for that. So long for now.
Besides PJ, who was it that you used to play hockey with that we saw was also playing football?
Will.
No, but Will wasn't playing football. He was on the band.
Yeah, he was in band.
Wasn't there somebody else that was playing football?
Noah Frankel. He was on Burroughs, and we.
Did he graduate already last year then? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think so. He was a senior last year.
That's what it was. Because he was pretty freaking good.